Hello, Taurus. Elsie here with the bonus read. How are you, my friends? Hello, my bull gang. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you are someone who is brand new, right out the box, you've never been to Ten of Cups Tarot before, welcome here. Thank you so much for giving this a shot. And if you like to be within a community, we do like to talk to each other here. We actually like to be in the comments around here, some of us. So if you are interested in doing that, please do that with us here. Thank you for your thumbs up if you like this programming. And I hope that you will share and subscribe. Thank you so much for that. Some of you come by and you watch these readings here with me, but you don't subscribe. So I hope you will decide to hit that subscription button along with the bell so you'll know when I'm uploading. This is a bonus read, Taurus, and you know if you've been here before that the bonus reads don't have a date or a time. This could resonate with you today, but maybe it'll resonate with you a year from now. Let's take a look at it. Let's figure out what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Lovers in reverse, and we do have the World card. Interesting. Taurus, it feels like something didn't work out back there, I want to say. And I want to say the reason that it didn't work out, Taurus, is because it was just passion. And I think we've been talking about this for a little bit, right? I mean, the messages are apt to repeat themselves when we're getting readings just about every day, right? But we're still carrying on with the same energy. The Lovers in reverse tells me that somebody didn't pick you. And I think I talked about that yesterday, actually. It feels like either somebody didn't pick you or somebody didn't make the choice. Somebody maybe didn't make a choice at all. It feels like you were very passionate about this person. It feels like there was a very electric or very, how can I say it? Almost, I want to say cataclysmic. Like it was like, boom. It's like a really good, passionate connection, but fire burns out. And that's the truth of it. When we start our connection and passion, it's apt to burn out. And I feel like even after this passionate connection here, somebody didn't pick you, or maybe you decided not to pick someone else. Nonetheless, I feel like somebody closed the door, whether it was you or them. Now, if it was you, I feel like you feel like this was an accomplishment. It feels like you couldn't get out of this passionate cycle, I want to say. Because sometimes that is what holds us to a relationship, right? That the physical connection's off the charts. And sometimes it's that, but that thing does fizzle. It does burn out, right? And when the passion burns out, right? When that's no longer, because you're going to get to an age like everybody else where, you know, that isn't the thing that you're looking at the most. It's not the most important thing. But I want to say with the Lovers in reverse, it's either someone didn't realize that this is a soulmate connection. Maybe you thought it was and they didn't think it was, or vice versa. Take it as it is, but I feel like you're leaving that behind now, and you're coming to a place now where you are, you know, you're hitting some sort of a milestone where you want more than just fire. You want more than just a passionate connection. You want someone to choose you, someone who's going to be there for you all the time, someone who is going to, someone who is going to choose you. The World card is Taurus. It's Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius energy. The World kind of makes me feel like revolution as well. Because I don't know why I'm hearing the Beatles in my head. You say you want a revolution. It's almost like this, that's what it is, Taurus. It's like this person thought they had you. They thought they had you with the passion, and that even though that they didn't pick you, they thought that they had you where they wanted you. And I think you took a moment to shut the door. You're like, no. And you caused a revolution. I'm just going to say that the reason I'm thinking of that is because I know that Pluto and Mars are both in Aquarius energy right now. And that's like hard changes, Fight Club kind of revolutionary energy, right? It's going on around the globe right now. And I'm in Canada. I don't know if you've been watching YouTube, but there's a whole revolution going on in Canada right now. Yes, the government is being held to the fire. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at more here for Taurus. We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. It started with silence. And the silence made you think that possibly someone wasn't on the up and up, that they were concealing something, or maybe not lying outright, Taurus, but maybe just not telling the whole truth. You didn't feel right about it. It wasn't sitting right with you here. We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. It's like everything stopped. And it feels like it's like very big lulls of maybe you'd hear from them, they would come in, It was a whirlwind, love, passionate thing. And then they'd be gone and you wouldn't hear from them for a month. They wouldn't be answering your texts. They wouldn't be texting you. It feels like there was a total disconnect. Things stopped in their tracks. And that's what made you start to think about the Seven of Swords. It's like, what is this person hiding and why aren't they picking me? Because I'm giving them everything that they want right now. And you start feeling like the wounded warrior. You start feeling like exhausted, that you just like, it's the mental thing for you that it's that begins to exhaust you, Taurus, right? The Seven of Swords. Tell me more. I feel like you're done playing the games. Somebody here is leveled up and they're done playing games. The World card is here as the last card in the Major Arcana, and you've decided just to close the door. I can't deal with this energy anymore. This thing is moving too slow. It feels like you start to feel like somebody's lying to you, or maybe not lying, but just not being completely honest with you, that they're trying to get away from something. Again, the Chariot is in the reverse, and now we have the the Five of Coins. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. So it feels like somebody just intermittently leaves you on red or leaves you on the outside looking in, and that's not what you want. That's not what you deserve. Right? We've got the Chariot in the reverse. It could be a Cancer that's been really quiet with you, possibly. It could be a Gemini the duality of the Gemini is as beautiful and amazing and awesome as it can be. Pardon me, it can be so dark as well. It's maybe you're dealing with some sort of duality. And it comes with every sign. It's not just Gemini, but Gemini is the twins, right? Nonetheless, I think that it feels like you're waiting on reasons why things slow down or aren't moving forward or stopped in their tracks. I want to say the person you were dealing with was not balanced in their feminine and masculine energy, because that's really, when we're looking at these two horses, that's what that is, right? It's masculine and feminine energy, that there was no balance here. And we couldn't keep the car on the tracks. Like we couldn't keep it on the road. It kept running off into the ditch. And I think that at times you felt like you were left on the outside looking in. So why didn't this person pick you? Because they were waiting for something else to come in. This person had other people. They were waiting for something. What were they waiting for? Tell us what they were waiting for here. They couldn't make a decision about you. Why is that? They were waiting to make a decision. They couldn't make a decision about you. They were moving really slow. This is fixed energy, by the way, for the World card. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. It could be one of those energies, but to me the indication is it took you a long time to get to a place where you were closing the door because you just wanted to do it once and you wanted it to be correct. You didn't want to have to go back and revisit it. I feel like this person couldn't make a decision about you. Yeah, there it is. The masks were on. The masks were on, my friend. It feels like this person couldn't make a decision. It feels like they're not very familiar with balance. Maybe someone was going through karma, but it feels like they were very up in their head about whether or not they wanted to land on you or not. Both of these people you can see they have masks on. They're looking away from each other. So I want to say there's a lot of things that you didn't know about this person. We're going to clarify the Seven of Swords. There's a lot of things you didn't know about this person. Things that they never brought to the surface, reasons why they didn't move forward with you, reasons why all of the passion just stopped suddenly. For some of you, it could have been a very sudden departing. And I think it's because this person couldn't make their mind up as to what they wanted to do. They were stuck in the mind, Eight of Swords, stuck in the mind, feeling like their hands were tied. And the Lovers in reverse is telling me that either they didn't feel this was a soulmate connection or they just didn't choose you. They couldn't make a decision because there were other ships that were coming in. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. What was being concealed from Taurus? The Star is here, the Nine of Swords. This person was stuck in a cycle of wishful thinking. It feels like they're not a person of action, that they don't really take action unless it has to do with passionate connection, physical connection. I feel like they live in a dreamland. They live in a place where they're stuck in a cycle of wishful thinking. I wish I could have that. I wish I could have this. And it's great to have manifestations and to wish for it, but you're not going to put any action behind it. It's never going to work out. It feels like this person is in this cycle. It feels like they're very excited at the very beginning, and they probably are the person who is pursuing and doing all the things you want them to do. And it feels like, whether they're feminine or masculine, and it feels like at the very beginning, everything was great, but I feel like that's the cycle for this person. Their cycle is they want everything to stay fresh and new. They always want to be in the Ace of Cups because they like the first handhold. They like the first kiss. They like the first touch. It feels like somebody here wanted their cycle that they can't break is they can't get out of the Ace of Cups. And I've never looked at the Ace of Cups like that before, but I look at this wishful thinking because of the Seven of Swords. And it tells me what someone is concealing is that they're too afraid, Nine of Swords. They're too afraid to move forward to the Ace of Cups and make something solid and sturdy out of it. And I don't think you were having it here. I think that's why you shut the door. Tell me why Taurus shut the door here with the World card. Yeah, you put them on the outside looking in. Look at you. I feel like you're the one that made the decision, feminine or masculine. You made the decision. You're like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to wait for you to make a decision. I'm not going to wait for you to come into balance. I'm not going to wait for you. Maybe I'm standing in line behind 3 other people. Like, I feel like you're the one that closed it because you decided that you are going to invest in yourself. You went on a new path, a brand new path. And I think you did the right thing here. I feel like you still look back there and it still is regrettable. You wish that it could have worked out with them, but you know what? Eventually we have to see the earth for what it is. We have to see the 3D self for what it is. If it's not working and you keep chasing and you keep running and you keep waiting, it's not working for you. It's just making you sad. So whether you cut them off, shut the door, and then be sad, or whether you're sad while you're in it, either way, you still get to the same result. You still get the 5 of Cups, feeling regretful about it. So tell me why all of this, all of a sudden just stops. What's going on here? The Queen of Cups. What else? We've got the Hanged Man. And we've got the 2 of Coins. It does feel like somebody's juggling. Yeah. It feels like somebody's trying to make a decision about what they want to do, but they're juggling love. They're juggling Queen of Cups energy. And it might be that they're trying to make a decision out of a bunch of people, and that's fine. I say date as many people as you want. Doesn't mean you got to sleep with all of them. You know what I mean? Like it feels like this person was trying to make a decision about who they wanted to fall in love with, but what they do when they get to this place, they start feeling feelings, then they back away. They back away and they can't make a decision. They get stuck. They're in this self-sacrificing energy, and you get tangled up in that. I don't think it was meant that you would get tangled up in that, but you did. And it feels like here with the Hanged Man energy, everything stops, right? Once they get really close to their feelings and they know that you're compassionate and loving and kind, and you start showing that all to them, it freaks them out and they stop. And I feel like this person is they're far more used to the chaos. They're used to living on the edge. They're used to juggling things. They're used to that kind of energy. And so they pull back when they feel this solid energy of the Queen of Cups. They pull back. And that's why everything stops. Tell me about the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, exactly. This person wasn't for you, Taurus. They weren't for you. They could be a Cancer. They could be a Scorpio. They could be Libra. They could be Gemini. We do have Pisces and Cancer here as well. And so what we're looking at here with the Chariot here, the reason it stops in its tracks is it becomes very heavy. I think we have a serial dater here is what I want to say. This person loves the first kiss, the hand holding, the love bombing. They like all of that stuff that happens at the beginning. But you know what happens when you get into a relationship? The bloom falls off the rose, right? We start to get into things that are serious and maybe a little bit heavy. And now we got to make decisions about taking action. And now we got to work on our traumas. And, it becomes, this person doesn't want to get into anything serious. They like this cycle. They like the cycle of the Ace of Cups here. So we do have the Death card, and so you decide on your own, I just got to do this. It's becoming heavy. It's weighing me down. I'm taking on this person's energy. And that's the truth of it, though. When you consent to a physical connection with somebody and you don't know their background, they could be in the Seven of Swords. They could be lying, stealing, cheating. They could be doing any of those things. They're transferring that energy to you, Taurus. I feel like you decided to give up on the hope of ever having something stable with them. Yeah, that's what it feels like here. You decide that you got to close the door. Taurus, before we go, I'm just going to give you some energy with all the signs. Let's do that. Let's find out who we're talking about here. Taurus, if you're dealing with an Aries. Tell me about Taurus dealing with Aries, please. Tell me about Taurus dealing with Aries. We've got the Star. We've got, I feel like you're going to get communication from Aries. I feel like there is going to be a communication that you've been hoping for. This is your wish fulfillment. If you are the Empress, I feel you will be getting communication from Aries. Taurus dealing with a Taurus. That person is on the outside looking in, watching you be happy with your life. And I feel like that's it, really. I feel like this person doesn't plan on coming forward. I feel like they're just going to stand back and watch you be happy with somebody else. Kind of seems weird, but Taurus with a Gemini. Taurus, I feel like there is a new beginning that could happen with the Gemini, but I do believe that the Gemini is watching you currently. I feel like you will be getting some sort of communication from the Gemini with the Page of Swords, but I do feel like they're going to watch you before they take this leap of faith. It feels like they're scared to do it. With Cancer, if you're dealing with Cancer, Taurus, we do have the Moon, Pisces, Cancer energy. We do have the Death card. It feels like if you've been in the dark about something here, it feels like somebody is about to come forward out of the darkness. The darkness is about to transform itself. Why is that? Because we're moving on, or someone is moving towards you. Take it as it resonates. The Moon could be the chaotic energy, and we're going to move forward to the transformation. It could be that. Tell me about Taurus with Leo. King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It feels like somebody here is feeling abundant, feeling like they are solid and grounded. It feels like they're learning lessons about money right now. For some of you, it could be that there has been an opportunity that has shown up for Leo. It could be you. King of Pentacles is your energy, Taurus. It feels like this person might want a commitment from you, possibly. Tell me about Taurus and Virgo. I feel like the ships that are coming in is something that's really exciting. I want to say that Virgo isn't about to give you any more stability than they were giving you before, that they are going to return for passionate moments, and I think that you're waiting for them to come back. Taurus with Libra. Got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. I think you need to be a little more open to this, to investing in Libra, or Libra investing you. But I think that you two have been very shut off or shut down from each other, standing your ground, and I think that's coming to an end. I feel like somebody wants to start something new or invest in you. Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio got something to say, and it's been a long time. You haven't heard from them in a while. It feels like possibly years, but it feels like somebody is coming forward to be very honest with you. Someone has been thinking about you a lot, the King of Swords being here. Someone is thinking about how long it's taken you two to get together. I feel like you will be hearing from the King. The King has to say something. The King won't be stifled. Taurus, if you're dealing with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is blocked. It feels like this person's taking time to grow themselves, learn on their own. I feel like they are nurturing the self, but they are blocked off from speaking with you or calling you. Taurus and Capricorn, we do have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. It feels like there may have been some sort of conflict or disagreement or a battle between you, but I think that this person wants to give you reciprocity if you want it. Aquarius and Taurus. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Justice card. I feel like you are going to get balance and some sort of romantic connection. That this is This is karmic. A karmic cycle, I feel, is coming to an end. I feel like you've learned your karma, or they've lived out their karma. Whoever it is, it feels like it's this romantic connection might be starting up here. Taurus and Pisces. I feel like you're going to get victory. This person's just going to pop up or surprise you. You might get a conversation, a communication. Somebody is going to give you possibly an apology here, and they want to have the victory with you. All right. It's all about reunions, y'all. Some of you are going to have reunions. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Taurus, for coming and watching. I appreciate you. I'm out for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.